This is a stimulus update and daily news report. Got some really important update to share with you. President Biden just signed a new executive order, and the CPI report just came out about inflation minutes before this video, and it is actually good news. I'll go over this article right here. Stimulus payments are coming to these East Coast states in September, and progressives are throwing Joe Manchin under the bus again, and I'll give you some other important updates as well. Hope you're having a terrific Tuesday. If you appreciate the fact-based, fast-paced updates, hit the like button down below. So the CPI report, which is the Consumer Price Index, which lets you know the inflation rate, it came out. There's not even an article yet. I got it literally, I wanted to wait to publish this article until it came out 2 minutes ago. So it came out at 8:43 and it's now 8:45. So CPI report is at 8.3% in August, year over year. So basically it was 9.1% in June, 8.5% in July, and now 8.3% for August. This is good news. Looks like a downward trend in terms of inflation. So the good news is that it is going down. The bad news is that what a lot of economists are saying is that yes, it may go down, but it's going to be very slow going down. It's not going to go from 8% back to 2% within a few months. It could be over a year before that transition happens, despite what happens with the Fed and all the rates. So I'll keep you updated with that. This is just fresh information coming out. Just wanted to give you that up front. And then let's talk about Biden's new executive order triggers new front in U.S.-China economic competition. So ever since his days on the campaign trail, Joe Biden has made clear he intends to stay strategically competitive with China on every front, from tracking climate change to increasing chip manufacturing. So, yesterday, President Biden signed a new executive order to funnel more cash into U.S. biotechnology research and development. So the order will direct a still unspecified amount of money toward U.S. research into biologically derived technologies, which can have applications for everything from developing alternative fuels to mRNA vaccines. So another sort of vague executive order to just compete with China, kind of like the CHIPS Act as well. So yeah, looks like that is the executive order. Nothing too exciting there, or at least not going to directly benefit people or you or me, or at least not in the short term. And then let's go over this. So Biden outlines ambitious moonshot effort to reduce cancer deaths in the U.S. So President Biden made a big speech yesterday saying this: "I give you my word as a Biden, this cancer moonshot is one of the reasons why I ran for president," describing it as part of unity agenda of initiatives that even political opponents could support. Where is it? He made a bold claim here. Okay, the goal of halving cancer death rates in the United States in the next 25 years. So that means cancer deaths cut by half in 25 years. That is a very bold claim. So he made that speech yesterday. And let's move on to stimulus news here. So stimulus payments are coming to these East Coast states in September. So it looks like Massachusetts is it has a surplus, and refunds of hundreds of dollars based on taxpayers' income could be issued this fall. And then New Jersey giving out $450 checks, $1,000 checks, and homeowners will get $1,500 rebates on their property taxes. That's in New Jersey. Then New York, property tax rebates of up to $150. And then the new $270, which is going for child tax credits. Pennsylvania receiving a minimum of $250 and a maximum of $650 there. And then, yeah, so that's all this article has right now. So Pennsylvania, New York, and New Jersey, and Massachusetts. And then when it comes to what the progressive Democrats are doing right now, it looks like progressives are flexing against Manchin side deal on permitting reform. So, mentioned this before, Joe Manchin, he was the poster boy for the Inflation Reduction Act out of nowhere. And I knew something happened. Either he was bribed or threatened or something like that, because it was totally against his character. And now the news is coming out that Joe Manchin made a backdoor side deal to back the Inflation Reduction Act so that could pass, so he could have a permitting reform for fossil fuel and for oil and other things like that. I think coal as well. Take a look at this video clip explaining more.
So Joe Manchin double-crossed Republicans. Now looks like his own Democrats are going to double-cross him. And I want to get to the FBI story. Also, we have Senator Chuck Grassley from Iowa, ranking member of the Judiciary Committee. Senator Grassley, thank you, sir. As always, I just want to spend a moment on this permitting story where, you know, Manchin voted against the forces of good, double-crossed the Republicans. Now the Democrats are double-crossing him. We really could use permitting reform, open up the fossil spigots and get some decent infrastructure. Do you know where this permitting business is going to land? Can you help us out, sir?
Well, I think that Manchin has made the same mistake that I've made sometimes in my career. You tend to believe people, and if you don't have any leverage on them, they never deliver. I've been caught in that same position, and I think he is, and I think what he was hoping to get, he won't get, and he's going to be terribly embarrassed as a result of it. Now, let me tell you, I think that the Democrats, at least in the House, are undercutting Manchin with 70 people of the Natural Resources Committee signing a letter that Manchin's proposal shouldn't go ahead. So what we're going to try to do as Republicans, because we got to make sure that that we have something that's going to speed up this permitting process. Senator Capito of West Virginia, his colleague, is going to introduce a bill, and I hope she's got 34 co-sponsors so far, and I'm going to co-sponsor it. She's hoping to get all 50 Republican senators on board so that we have a position that was similar to what the Trump administration had, that you shouldn't take more than 2 years to make the bureaucrats make a decision that we're going to do something or not do something.
Yeah, Senator Joni Ernst was on the show last week, and she talked about the Capito bill. No red tape, no more spending. Just go back, you know, one federal decision inside of 2 years, real simple, and we'd start getting, you know, not just fossil fuels, although that's very, very important. We'd also be able to open the door towards bridges, roads, highways, the grid, and so forth and so on.
Can you believe it? And there's a study in Colorado for a 13, or I think a 10-mile highway, or a very short highway, that's still, I think, in 13 years of not having a decision made.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that? Joe Manchin, should he get his deal? What are your thoughts? Yes or no? And that is all the news that I have for you today to hopefully cheer you up a bit. Here's my daughter Bella's tip of the day.
Hi guys, this is Belle. This is the tip of the day. I want to tell you the one thing that you should do when you can't sleep. When you can't sleep, try to think of happy thoughts, or try thinking of counting sheep, or think of happy thoughts. And think of the thoughts that you want to happen in your dreams. So sometimes what I do when I try to sleep, sometimes I try close my eyes and think of natural thoughts. And sometimes it happens in my dreams. And also when I want to do it, I think of doing it more better. And I think of dreaming better and go to sleep. That's how I naturally go to sleep. And then sometimes it actually happens in my dreams. And sometimes I can't really sleep, but I try coloring. So that's all the things I wanted to say for this video. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate your support. Tuesday, really big day in our family. We got piano lessons, swim lessons, kickboxing, virtual homeschool class. So really big day today. Hopefully you have a great rest of your day. If you want to check out any of my other videos, my other channels, click right up here, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, be safe. Thank you for watching.